Hey y'all, welcome to the Style Chronicles. I'm going to attempt to film, well, I'm not going to attempt because I know it's going to be successful on this camera, but I have recorded this 3 times on my new Canon camera, and oh my goodness. This is the tutorial that I talked about on Friday that I would show you guys, the lighter eye that I do using the Nars Cordura Eyeshadow Duo. And with my new camera, as long as I am this close to the camera, everything here is magnified and it looks beautiful. You can see everything, you can see what I'm doing. I mean, it's really, really great. When I back up like this so that you can see my entire face, it gets so blurry and just completely out of focus. I'm not sure what I'm doing. As long as I'm right on the camera and you can only see one part of my face at a time, it's fine. But to get an entire face in the frame is just ridiculous. So, for the sake of going from a really clear shot to a very blurry shot, I'm going to just use this until I learn how to use my the Canon on the video setting to record. I have tried manual focusing because I've had several family members who know photography very well tell me just to manual focus. When I manual focus that camera, it doesn't do anything. Nothing gets blurrier or more focused. Messing with the manual focus does not do anything. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing wrong. Obviously, I still need some time to learn the camera before I can really shoot with it. But I can get some awesome still shots, really great still shots. So hopefully I can upload a still shot of this look before the video so you can have a clear picture of what it looks like. Anyhow, let me get started. I used the Mac Pro Longwear in NC15 that I have. I thought I had this much product left, and when I unscrewed this earlier, there's none. It's like the bottom. So I scraped what was left on the actual pump and used that, and I'm going to have to repurchase because I like this one for every day. I like my Smashbox for dressing up now, and this one for every single day. So there's that, and then I have already done my concealer, and I'm wearing the Studio Finish concealer in NC15 also. It's like that. I've already put that on, and I have only set that area right here with some translucent powder because I'm going to use some cream products, and I did not want to interrupt that on my face. So I'm going to take the Tarte's Natural Cheek Stain, and this is in the color Glam. These smell so good. And let me apologize in advance for the background noise. My daughter, my son's asleep napping with my husband, and my daughter is here watching television. She's watching Nick Jr., so you're going to hear that. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so I'm going to get that onto this is a stippling brush, and that's going to go right onto my cheeks, like so, and I bring it around my temples. You guys know that I do that. That's just how I like my blush to look. It can look rather 80s at times. You just kind of have to play with it until you get the placement, or maybe it just does not work for some people. For me, I like the way it looks. I'm going to get some more onto my brush and go to the other cheek, like so. Bring it up. That is really loud, isn't it? Sissy, that is loud. And that's just to kind of give a little bit of a flush. I will put more blush on later, but I like the way that looks underneath. And I'm going to wipe off whatever's left over. And this is MAC's cream color base in the shade Pearl. Looks like that. It's beautiful. I'm going to take that with the same brush and just get that on there. And then I'm going to go where my highlight belongs, right in here, and around like I always do. And then I'm going to it gives a very pretty kind of natural looking highlight to your face. Right in here and around. Just like that. Okay. And then I'm going to powder my entire face with some of my Coty Airspun. And that is going to set all that cream product and my foundation at the same time. I cannot use a cream product over powdered skin. I have to do that on top of wet foundation and then powder everything all together, or I look like a oil slick in the end. So that is how I manage my cream blushes or highlights or anything like that. They go underneath my powder, right on top of my foundation. That is probably how a lot of people do it, not just me. Okay, next up are my brows. You brush them up. Like so. I went to the mall yesterday, to Baybrook, to pick up my contacts as well as get a new pair of glasses for seeing. I only wear my glasses at night, like on my way to bed or while I'm reading in bed. But I needed a new pair because my prescription has changed since the last time I had my eyes examined. And while I was there, I was waiting for the glasses to be ready. I went to Lens Crafters, and they were done in an hour. They do them pretty fast there. This is Max Wedge. I use Wedge for my eyebrows. Anyhow, while I was there with my children, we walked around Baybrook. The line to get into the new H&M, because we have an H&M now in Houston at Baybrook Mall, which just happens to be the mall closest to me, and super, super exciting. The line to get in was ridiculous, so I'm going to give myself a good month or two even before I venture into that store, because I just think that's too crazy. I don't do lines. I don't do lines for anything. If I have to wait in a line at the grocery store, I get irritated. So I won't stand in a line really to go anywhere. I don't even like waiting at restaurants to eat, if that, we have our regular places and we get seated pretty fast. I'm not a very patient person when it comes to having to wait in a line for anything. So yeah, I won't be doing H&M for a while. And then the other side of that too is I have had several girlfriends of mine who have been to the H&M here, and they say that the items they have available are not so great, and the stock, like what they have in stock, is not so great. They have, like if you find something that you like, there's no smaller sizes. They're all pretty much bought already, so they're not keeping it stocked, and they're not refilling, and they're not, I guess, really minding the store the way that they should be, which, given, that it just opened and all the hype and the people that are waiting in line, I can understand that. You kind of, you have to wait for new stock to come in before you can restock. So, with that in mind, I am just going to wait. I know the hype will die down. There's one, I think, opening in Willowbrook pretty soon too, so that will spread some of the people out that shop there, at least in Houston anyway. So then, the one at Baybrook won't be so crowded. Okay, I'm just brushing off a little bit of excess, and that's done. Next up, I'm going to take my Bare Study paint pot and a Real Techniques shadow dome brush, and I'm going to get that onto my lid. Like so. So yeah, I went to H&M through the windows. Well, I mean, I didn't really go because I didn't go in, but what I could see through the windows, I really did not see anything that I liked. It might be because it's like everybody has their new, summer stock out, and so much of the summertime clothing features crochet or some sort of knit, stuff on the shirts. I'm not a fan of the crochet look or the crochet, that bohemian vibe. It looks beautiful on some people. Like my sister can pull off a bohemian look really well. She's got long long hair and, you know, just, I think my hair being the way that it is, so sharp and structured, the clothes that I wear kind of have to reflect that a little. And so bohemian look, like tops or like a bohemian, like a boho chic bag or something, they just do not flatter me at all. I look kind of like I'm stuck in between two trends, if that makes any sense. So I kind of stay away from crochet or, you know, anything like that. And I'm not like there's a lot of crocheted bikinis out and crochet cover-ups and stuff like that for the beach or the pool. I'm not a bikini fan. I'm not a bikini fan. I've never been a bikini fan. I'm just not comfortable, I guess, enough with myself to walk around in a bikini in front of people. Even, you know, at home, like when we go to Beach House in Galveston and we're there and, you know, we have family like my parents or, you know, my husband or anybody, aunts and uncles, I'm not confident enough to wear a bikini out in front of people. So I stay away from all that stuff. My swimsuits, yeah, if I could wear a dress to swim, I would. You know, even when I was my absolute fittest before I had children, I was not into it. It's just not something that I am very comfortable with. Okay, next up I'm going to take the Nars All About Eve eyeshadow duo, and these are the two colors. Please tell me what the difference is between these two shades. I know one looks a little darker right here, and up close you're going to see that one might have a little bit more shimmer. When you swatch them, they are the same. So somebody please tell me what the difference between these two are. They are the exact same shade. Seriously. Here they are on my fingers. Do you see a difference? Like, at all? And those are like, do you see a difference? There is no difference. It's so annoying. It's confusing. There they are right there. First one and the second one. What is the difference? Someone please tell me. Because these duos are sold, you know, there's two of them because there's supposed to be a difference. Like this is the Cordura one. There's a difference. See? There's one's lighter, one's darker. This one, I just don't get it. Someone share that with me, please. Tell me what the difference is. So, just take one of those colors, whichever one, because there's no difference, and get that onto your lid like so. Same thing on the other side. Alrighty. We also went to Express yesterday, and Forever 21. And in Express, I found a necklace and 3 bracelets, 2 that are the same and 1 that is different. They're cuff bracelets. 2 large silver ones and 1 gold one. I couldn't find another one to the gold because I like the look where you wear 2, you know, matching cuffs. So I got 2 silver, 1 gold. Could not find the other gold. Really wanted it though. And then a necklace, a silver like plate necklace. And that's it. I really didn't like anything else. They had a lot of shorts on sale for like $29, but I didn't even pick any of those up. I'm just, you know, I don't think I was really in the mood to shop yesterday, or I just was not feeling much of what was available. Okay, so we're going to take the Cordura next, and you're going to take that light brown shade. It's not really light brown, it's kind of a medium brown. And where's my, there we go. And I'm going to take a shadow brush. This is a Smashbox brush. Get that on there, and then that is going to go right in here where my crease is. I'm going to start it on the outer corner and just keep it there for a minute, concentrating the color. And then I'm going to bring it in just to kind of help create a little bit of a contour. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side right here. I'm just going to concentrate the color, and then once I get all that color deposited in that area, I start bringing it in slowly. Just like that. And I do that so that all that color's concentrated here, and then it just gets lighter as it goes towards my inner lid. And I kind of have to get color on this little area down here. If not, when you see on my eye, you would see just this white line. And that's not too pretty. This is not the brush that I use for that. Okay. And And that helps my lid not look so flat, because you guys know that I have a very flat lid. There's no real contour. I talk about that all the time. Okay, then I'm going to take my blending brush. Okay, and then I'm going to take my blending brush, and I'm going to blend, starting at the inner corner, up and out, just kind of like this. Eva, go turn the TV down if you're not going to watch it, please. It's too loud anyway. Thank you. And the same thing on the other side. And you will see that even when I am doing a very light, you're turning it up, a very light look with the shadow, I still create this shape on my lid because I have such flat lids that I need that. So regardless of what shadows I'm wearing, whether they're dark or light, I do the same thing. Just because that is, you know, you have a preference as to how your eyelids look, and this is the only way that I can create mine. So whether it's a dark shade or a light shade, I pretty much do the same thing. And you just blend. And then I'm going to take my pencil brush and get that same color down here. Like that. Just like that. And then I'm just going to go back in and blend one more time. Now somebody says, oh, you don't blend your shadows that well. I had a message on one of my last tutorials that for someone who blends for so long, my looks aren't that blended. Well, I'm not blending this in here, and I like this to be dark, so I'm not blending any of that. That's always going to be whatever, you know, when I put the pigment on my lid, it's always going to be the same because I don't like that blended out. What I do blend is in here, and then the edges. That's what I blend. To feather them out a little, to kind of not be so harsh on my lid. But it's still there, if that makes any sense. Okay, and then I'm going to take my pencil brush again, and that dark color, I'm just going to do little circles right here on the outer corner, just for some depth. And the same thing on the other side. And then I run it along that lower lid, or lower lash line, or upper lash line, whatever it's called. Like that. And then I will go in with my blending brush and just blend that color in. Like so. And that just kind of creates a little bit of depth in that shadow. This is going to be a really long video. I probably should have just started from when I did my actual lid color. And this is that pencil brush, and I'm just kind of creating more depth in here with that darker shade. Not too much though. And lastly, or not lastly, next, I'm just going to take whatever's left of that lighter color that I used and go back in here just to bring that color up again. Oh, go get my phone, please.
Yes, Mommy.
Thank you. Where is it? It's on the couch right there. And you just want to blend one last time. Okay, and then this is really, believe it or not, this is light for me. I usually use my black liner underneath so that it makes it really, really deep. I just like that deep look on my skin. So I'm going to take that All About Eve again, and whichever color, since they're the same, and I'm going to put it up here and then bring it down just a little bit so that it's really light up there. And by bring it down, I place and I'm kind of pulling downwards, if that makes any sense. Okay. And that brings that light again. And my daughter has gotten blush all over my powder brush, which is great. And I gotta take all that off before I run it underneath my lower lids. Sorry, this video is gonna be long. I'm sorry about that. Okay, then I'm going to clean up any fallout by just brushing it away, like so. Oh, I think that left blush pigment. Oh well. Okay, and my blush is the Nars, this is all about Eve, Matahari blush, looks like that. I'm going to take it on my blush brush and run it here first. I love this brush. It just kind of deposits the color, but then because it's so big and fluffy, it blends at the same time. So I don't ever have to go back in with a blending brush and blend my blush in. It kind of just blends itself. I love it. I love this brush. It's awesome. Okay. There is that blush. And for my highlight, I'm going to take the MAC Lightscapade, and that goes right on top of the matte pearl that I put earlier. This just kind of intensifies that highlight a little bit. I like what it does. Okay. And lastly, my mascara. I'm going to curl first. This looks much lighter. I'm looking in the camera thinking that's not that light. It looks much lighter in person than it does on camera for some weird reason. And my mascara. I'm going to use the Smashbox Hyper Lash Mascara. I'm thinking, because I have so many dark brown or brown eyeshadows, I'm thinking of doing like a 30 days of brown shadow or something like that, where I will use a different brown shadow as my dominant color every day of the week. I'm thinking of doing that. And then putting, you know, like doing the actual shadow on camera and then putting a picture on my blog so you guys can see it up close. I'm not sure though. Like if I use like for that Cordura, why can't I talk and do mascara at the same time? That one has, the one I just used, it has two browns, so one day I would do the lighter brown as my dominant color, and the next day I could do the darker brown as my dominant color, if that makes any sense. Of course, some of my shadows I use singly, so I would only use, you know, that particular color for a look. Some of them I do have where I mix to create the effect that I want. You know how you have different shadows for different things. I just learned that I can't talk and put mascara on at the same time. Isn't that funny? Oh, it's kind of funny. I'm trying to get words out of my mouth while I'm putting mascara on and I can't. Alrighty. Then I'm going to take my MAC Cream Sheen, my MAC Cream Cup. Cream Sheen Cream Cup. Apparently I can't talk after I put mascara on either. Okay. And that's going to go on my lips. MAC's Cream Cup. And my gloss is the Buxom Pink Lady Gloss. Looks like that. It's beautiful. And this would be my finished look, all 25 minutes of it. I'm sorry for the length of the video and the fact that I cannot talk apparently while I put mascara on. But this is the overall look. It's just a little lighter than my normal dark eyeshadow look. A little bit lighter than that. I do looks where it is even lighter than this, where it is just a wash of skin colored eyeshadow and just a contour, so like wedge in my contour or something like that, and that would be it. But when I do that, typically I would do a heavy liner with some lashes, because that gives me the depth that I need close to my lash line for my lids. Anyhow, so that is the overall look. All my little baby hairs are growing back after my hair fell out from my son. So there's that. And like I said, the overall look, hopefully you can see that. I'm sorry this is not with my Canon. Like I said, I tried and the focus is just not, it's not working. So figure that out and I can start doing tutorials later, hopefully. So anyhow, hope you guys had a wonderful weekend and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.